What's up, witches? It's me, Luna. I can't get dressed until my laundry's done, and I'm barefaced, and I didn't even pick up the frickin' cat toys back here, but who cares? It's time for an unboxing. Wait. Wrong. Oh my God, there we go. It's time for an unboxing. What am I unboxing today? I am unboxing the Spiritsong Tarot, which is a gift from my daughter, and I'm going to light a candle. There. Let's see what we got. As I clean up my desktop, you know, things I could have done before I hit record. Oh, well, this is a deck by Paulina Cassidy, the author of the Paulina Tarot and Witchlings, and there are other ones. I know. She's amazing. She has this beautiful, delicate, soft, whimsical art style. Spiritsong Tarot deck and book set, same on all. Let's look at the back. Spiritsong Tarot energizes the cards of traditional tarot with the majestic beauty and wisdom of 78 animals that have been called upon to help guide you on your life journey. Paulina Cassidy's exquisite artwork invites you to connect to the spirit of each animal, specifically selected based on shamanic symbolism. Spiritsong merges each animal's unique power with classic tarot practices. The 4 Spiritsong suits are Acorns for wands, Fire and feathers for swords. Okay, wait. Acorns for wands / fire. There we go. Feathers for swords / air. Shells for cups / water. And crystals for coins / earth. Includes 78 card deck and 108 page guidebook. This is copyright US Games 2017 in a nice solid box. And, you know, too bad I hadn't unboxed this because my last Luna's Light, readings for the signs, was all decks that had like earth animal vibes to them, and this would have been a great deck to use. However, so we have, it's not directional, which means they can be upright and or reversed and you can't tell from the backs. And we've got the little 2017 US Games on each end of these. They're staking their claim, aren't they? Okay, we don't have any facing cards like we do with Los Scarabellos, so you don't have, you know, included deck blocking cards. Interesting, look at the, it's just how the design ends. So anyway, let's zoom in. Shall we? Wrong. Maybe I should have waited till my laundry was done. My brain is not functioning very well today. All right, let's set the book aside. Nice little booklet. And turn them over. So one more little thing I'm going to adjust here is let's take the brightness down. There we go. Now you can see the colors a little bit better. So this one is called The Traveler, and we have keywords below: adventure and potential. Me likey. More and more tarot decks are coming out with keywords, and that's a wonderful thing. We have an antelope, and you know, you can see the designs on the animal itself, and just these delicate details. Her artwork is, thank you for popping in, camera. Her artwork is just exquisite. It's reminding me of my henna art days. Come on now. Do me a solid. There we go. Where some of my favorite artists approached henna like that. They would do a basic motif and then just the exquisite, tiny, fine details and dots and things would just complete it so beautifully. Okay, the Magician is willpower and creation, and we have a raven there. So obviously we are going outside of the standard. No altar. I don't see all of the, well, then again, she said crystals, acorns, acorns, feathers, shells, and crystals. Acorns, feathers, shells, and crystals. Just looking to see if those 4 things are there, and I don't see them, so we'll let it go. I mean, obviously the bird has feathers on it. The High Priestess, intuition, sacred knowledge. Again, and there's a bobcat. I'm very much digging the keywords. Empress, beauty, abundance. And a wabbit. The Emperor is focus and stability, and we have a cougar, mountain lion. Shaman, instead of Hierophant, is divine wisdom and spiritual power. I like that. With the eagle, love is choice and trust, and we have wolf pack. Chariot, discipline and determination, with a rhino. Talk about a symbol of plowing ahead, huh? Strength is courage and endurance, and it has an elephant. That's the elephant from the front of the box. Hermit, contemplation and wisdom, with a koala. 10 is the wheel, change and possibilities. Look at the octopus. Great choice. Justice, truth and clarity, with a crow. The Hanged Man is patience and perspective. I'm glad that she has keywords on these, because you wouldn't necessarily get these things from the images. Now, this is a praying mantis that's kind of going upside down, so you might get that little bit change of perspective thing. But then I'd be thinking about what's a praying mantis and what do they do, and they're infamous for, you know, the females killing the males after mating. So, yeah, grateful for the keywords. We've got a cicada, transformation, transition, and liberation. So this replaces the death card. Temperance is a zebra, balance and harmony, with the black and white. That's nice. The shadow takes the place of the devil. And we have self-empowerment and ambition. Self-empowerment. Okay, see, you know, a lot of times decks, when they're reimagining the devil in particular, will make the meaning of the card sort of the antidote for the devil, which is what self-empowerment is for me. The devil talks about being chained, being in prison, being captive to something, and you can be captive to ideas, captive to substances, captive to, I always say it's things that have more control of you than you have of them. So we have ambition here, and that can certainly be something that you could be captive to, but self-empowerment really is kind of the antidote to the devil. The Tower, release revelation with a chameleon. Interesting. The Star is a swan, peace and healing. Boy, do I not associate swans with peace. If you've ever been out on, like, lived on a lake or vacationed on a lake and taken jet skis out and there were swans, peace is not something you think of with swans. Okay, the Moon, imagination and perceptive, and we have an owl, perception. That's nice. The Sun is a hummingbird, vitality and joy. Judgment is awakening in this deck, renewal and enlightenment, with a peacock. And then the World is a sperm whale, fulfillment and celebration. Okay. Ace of Acorns. So this is wands and fire. Creative force, confidence, and we have the little upright triangle down here, which is the symbol for fire. Creative force, confidence, with a ram. 2 of Acorns is insight, focus, the falcon. 3 is foresight and exploration, with a giraffe. 4 of Acorns. I kind of like the giraffe because it talks about seeing, you know, when you see something from a high view but you're still on the ground. Kind of like that. And we do have acorns showing up in the card. There's 3 of them. Very difficult to pull out, though. 4 of Acorns, comfort and community. There are the 4 acorns. The 5 is challenge and growth, with a roaring jaguar. Do jaguars roar? I don't even know. 6 of Acorns is success and triumph. So there's the victory card with this beautiful stag. 7 is determination and stamina. Okay. 8 is energy results with a moray eel. Okay. 9 is power and perseverance with a panther. 10 is responsibility and dedication, and that's a donkey. Now we have, so we don't get responsibility, dedication. We don't get that meaning of overwhelm like you do in the classics. So we're definitely not going with classics here. Power and perseverance is the 9 of Wands. No allusion there to boundaries. The page is discovery and enthusiasm with a little primate there, whatever that is. Knight of Acorns, action and drive with a warthog. The Queen is passion and creativity with a deer behind. The King of Acorns is optimism and innovation. Horse. Now we have water, shells. So this is the equivalent of cups. Happiness and abundance, and again the downward pointing triangle that indicates water. The sea turtle. 2 of shells, union, harmony, is doves. 3 of shells, playfulness and bliss with dolphins. That's lovely. 4 is soul searching and reevaluation. 5 is hope and readjustment with a lightning bug. Interesting choice for shells and water to have a lightning bug. Okay. See, I think that would have been great in wands for some. Anyway, 6 of shells, sentiment and joy, and there are otters. 7 is choice, ambitions. The 7 of cups. Okay, 8 of shells, quest and renewal. The 9 is gratitude and fulfillment. The wish card there with a penguin. And the 10 is blessings and well-being, and that is a pelican. Page is a frog, intuition and inspiration. The Knight, charm and passion with the flamingo. The Queen is peace and compassion with the seal. And then the King is harmony and integrity. Seal or a sea lion? I think that's a sea lion. Harmony and integrity with the seahorse. Then we have the Ace of Feathers. This is air, and we've got a goat. Mental clarity and foundation. So these are swords. 2, decisions and direction with a lizard. 3, release and recovery, moth. 4, sanctuary and rest, bear. Okay, that tracks. 5, strategy and resilience. So even though it's feathers for this, she's not going with birds, obviously. Strategy and resilience. So the 5 of swords here, and we've got an armadillo. Okay. 6 of feathers, transition and insight. 7, preparation and resourcefulness. So this is the thief card in the classic tarot. Preparation, resourcefulness. The 8 is courage and solution. So obviously this is a deck that you just take on its own in its own context. 8 is courage and solutions. So I'm, again, very grateful for the keywords. 9 is perspective and self-empowerment. And oh, the one thing I didn't mention is we've got the upright triangle with the little line. That's the symbol of air. The 10 is recovery and transformation. What was this one again? A porcupine. 9 of swords. The 10, recovery and transformation. So we really stay away, and we've got self-empowerment again, like we have on the devil. So we don't have unique keywords on them, and we really have stayed away from anything negative here. When you don't have negative keywords on the 9 and 10 of swords, that's very stark. Page of feathers, exploration and discovery of the raccoon. The Knight is a fox, action and focus. The Queen is a bat, perception and truth. And the King is a lion, logic and justice. All right. Now we have Earth. Coins, pentacles are as crystals. Manifestation and prosperity is a panda. The 2, balance and adaptability. We had the downward pointing triangle with the line. That's Earth. Balance, adaptability with the kangaroo. 2 of Pentacles. Okay. 3, collaboration, productivity. Okay, that tracks. 4, control and security. That tracks too. And this is what? A beaver. 5 of crystals. Persistence, new possibilities with the ladybug. I mean, think about 5 of Pentacles, how it's usually, you know, abandonment and out in the cold. But we have persistence and new possibilities. 6 is synergy and gratitude. Look at the meerkats. The 7 is options and results. The 8, dedication and progress with a buffalo. The 9 is a spider, security and abundance. And the 10 is stability and attainment with an alligator. Then we have a fox, page of crystals, ideas and disciplines. I think that other one was a coyote. Knight of crystals is endurance and determination with a camel. Queen of crystals, comfort and prosperity with a hedgehog. And the king is courage and commitment with a tiger. Okay, so I think we're going to get more out of this unboxing from the reading. So let's get on to that, shall we? We will go to the book, of course. Of course. Right, wait. There we go. Right. Let's take a look at the book and light a charcoal. My goodness me. Good. I already got a half one up. I have to remember to be right over my vessel when I light these charcoals because they go boom, they flare. All right. So Paulina Cassidy all right, let's read some of the introduction here. It talks about what Tarot is. We know that. This Spiritsong deck is a melding of 2 traditions of divination. One where animals are seen as spiritual helpers between our world and the spirit world, and one that uses 78 cards as a tool to connect with our highest self. Spiritsong Tarot structure is based on the traditional Tarot. Each animal was specifically selected based upon shamanic and Native American symbolism, both classic and modern, merging each animal's unique power with classic Tarot practices. For example, the Spiritsong animal Raven has attributes such as creation that parallels some of the same symbolic Tarot attributes of the traditional Magician card, which is why the Raven is the animal representing that card. Connected to the portals of higher worlds, the 78 Spiritsong animals are mentors of divine guidance. Bearing their own shamanic medicines, they're forever open to providing their energy when called upon. They're always available to you and for you to help you attain your greatest potential. Okay, blah, blah. Elemental signs. Fire element, inspiration and will. The air is intellect and understanding. Water, feelings and expression. Earth, material objects and possession. The Spiritsong suits. Acorns symbolize growth, strength, and unlimited potential. Acorns are used in place of the traditional wands and are tied to the energy of motivation and inspiration. Element fire. Okay. Feathers symbolize power, freedom, and celestial wisdom. Feathers are used in place of the traditional swords and are tied to the energy of ideas and influence. Element air. Shells. Seashells symbolize harmony, peace, and fertility. Shells are used in place of the traditional cups and are tied to the energy of emotions and imagination in the element water. Crystals. Quartz crystals symbolize manifestation, clarity, and abundance. Crystals are used in place of the traditional pentacles and coins and are tied to the energy of livelihood and materialism in the element earth. Then we go to the cards and we have the title and the animal, and then we have the keywords, and then we have a message, so a description. Then we've got keywords for upright and reversed messages. Okay, wait. Message, keywords, reversed message, reversed keywords. Okay, so we have both a message and a keyword for both upright and reversed, and I appreciate that. And that's for the majors, and we have the exact same thing for the minors. So just as detailed, just as much information for majors and minors. All right, I'm going to the back here. Connecting to your cards. It's recommended that you connect to your cards by consecrating them with the following simple steps. Let's read them. Envision yourself surrounded by a dome of golden light. Set the intention by thinking of this light as protecting you from any unwanted energies, and know that you are safe within this light. You will also benefit by calling upon all the Spiritsong animals and your personal guides to protect you. Hold the cards to your heart and imagine a ray of light beaming from your heart to the cards, and then reflecting back to you again. I'm going to do that while I'm reading here. Recite the following incantation, or you can prepare your own. May the wisdom and love of my higher self be revealed in my readings, and may such guidance show what is best and true for me. Nice. Express gratitude for the Spiritsong animals and guides who have come forward for you. All right, and then she talks about working with them, and then we've got spreads. So we have a single card. We have a Spiritsong star spread. Present situation, cause of the issue, changes needed to resolve the issue, your own strengths needed, other challenges to be overcome, and the likely solution. That's a 6 card. Then we have the healing spread, also a 6 card. The issue, the past, the present, the source, remediation, and maintenance. And then the Spiritsong tree of life. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Force, form, for, against, feelings, thoughts, terra and soma, persona, intuition, and spirit. Spiritsong is an oracle, 1-card oracle reading. Spiritsong 3-card oracle reading. Okay, so what about these other readings is not an oracle? Okay, let me see if there's a Spiritsong deck may also be used as an oracle. Reading with an oracle is free form, so there are no rules that need to be followed. Use your intuition to create your own spread and create your own layout using... Okay, so she just says oracle is no rules and free form, and then she gives you a form of 3 cards and 1 card. I'm not sure why she did that, but it's okay, whatever she did. So I'm going to do a little smoke cleanse here of this deck while I'm sitting here with a candle and some sage. Let me spread them a little bit. All right. Interesting that I'm shooting today, because I find that I don't have an awful lot to say. I'm kind of quiet inside today, which is not a bad thing. And let's invite, or at least welcome, because they're always here, guides and guardians, allies and ancestors. Thank you so much for coming to be here while I initiate and use this wonderful deck today. I offer you fresh water, and I offer this deck and you, most especially you, the fire of Azrael, that this deck may catch the spirit of divination. All right. Let's see how she shuffles. They're a little wide, or long, I should say. And they give a chunky shuffle. These aren't the standard U.S. games, so a little unwieldy for a riffle shuffle. That kind of makes me sad, because I do enjoy. Yeah, hard, very difficult. I'm going to do one more riffle. They'd go better if you split the deck in half, I think. Yeah, not very bendy. Let me try it this way. Still a little stiff, but easier. All right. Now let's just do a 3-card. Okay. And let's ask the spirit of this deck to to give us information about how, from where we are today, and I see one has already flipped itself over, from where we are today, and there's another, how can we go from merely surviving into full-on thriving? I'd like one more, please. I close my eyes. All right, they don't want to. Let's just take one off the top. So we've got the 10 of Acorns, the Emperor, and the 7 of Shells. All right, keywords are responsibility and dedication. So remember, this is the 10 of Wands. Emperor in the middle is focus and stability. And the 7 of Shells is choice and ambitions. So 7 of Cups, 10 of Wands, Emperor. Just looking at the keywords here. First of all, let's go to the Emperor. Whenever you've got a major and it's kind of like symmetrical, major in the middle, I always kind of zoom into the major and then look at what's on either side. So the Emperor says focus and stability. How can we go from surviving into thriving? We got to focus. We have to focus our intention on where we need to be and to stabilize. The Emperor represents stability. So stabilize our situation, stabilize ourselves emotionally, stabilize ourselves with focus. So that means prioritizing. It means taking something and deciding this is where my energies will go today. And then you have to kind of commit. So the stability part is committing to staying on task, if you're able to do that. And I see that my camera is doing all these color switchy things again. You guys, it'll be a miracle if this computer makes it to the new year. Oh my God. Okay. 10 of Acorns on this side says responsibility and dedication. So focus and dedication certainly have the same kind of vibe. And, you know, focus is kind of a thing that you sometimes either have or don't have. If you deal with ADHD or anxiety and depression and things like that, focus can be terribly hard to come by. So you know what? We're going to spread this out and go for a 6 card. So, responsibility and dedication. So we have to take responsibility for being where we are now and taking ourselves to where we want to be, right? And then on the other side here, we have choice and ambition. So we have to make our choices. I'm asking now if they want me to take them off the top. We're going to go off the top. So choice and ambitions. So we need to, in order to stay focused, we take responsibility, we dedicate ourselves, but we have to engage our ambitious nature too. What are we after? What makes us go? What lights a fire under us to accomplish what we want to accomplish? That might help us to focus. When we're in love with our ambition and the thing we want to realize, it is easier to focus on that, right? Maybe even obsess about it. So let's go here. The 5 of Feathers, strategy and resilience. Okay, so the bridge between responsibility and dedication and then focus and stability is to have a strategy for accomplishing. How are we going to go about this? How can I set myself up for success in order to maintain focus in what I'm doing? And then what happens when my focus slips? That's where resilience comes in. That's where catching yourself and saying, okay, I've kind of slipped off my purpose here. I need to come back at it. You know, I need to forgive myself for slipping for whatever reason. And then I need to bounce back, take a deep breath, re-inspire myself, and keep going. Now, between this focus, stability, okay, we have focus and stability here, and choice and ambitions. And bridging that, we've got synergy and gratitude. So our our choices and our ambitions, our choices need to be in alignment with our determination, our dedication and responsibility. And our choices need to help us be able to focus, making choices that keep us focused and on task. And synergy says, how do we bring these two things together? So 6 of crystals is the 6 of pentagrams, which usually talks about charity and, money that's not worked for. But we're talking about gratitude here for what we have. So one of the things that can help us stay fresh and focused and make good choices is gratitude. So I'm also looking at gratitude as being something that can balance ambition. That, if we have this vaulting ambition, our ambitions can sometimes be based in dissatisfaction. I want change. I want to move beyond this. I want to be a success. I don't consider myself successful now, so I'm ambitious to do this. But that takes us out of a place of gratitude because we're dissatisfied. So dissatisfaction at the base of ambitions can actually be something that sort of erodes us away. So synergy and gratitude says, here's how we balance this. We keep the gratitude going, which can keep us with a fresh feeling of wanting, of motivation, wanting to get something done there. And then the outcome, we have 6 of shells. And look at 5, 6, 6, 7, and a 10. So it talks about kind of being in the middle of everything here. One of the things I do when I'm reading, particularly when I'm doing a Wheel of Fortune spread, which is a big, full years spread, is I will pay attention if I see lots of 9s and 10s coming up, and then we've got a lot, half or more of the aces showing up. It says to me something is finishing. Something is already coming into its end stages, and the new beginning has already come into view. When you get lots of 5s and 6s, you're smack in the middle of everything. And 5s can show conflict. So it's like we're in the middle of working things out, right? That's where we're at. 6 of shells says sentiment and joy. So if we focus on things and we take responsibility for where we are and where we're going, and we dedicate ourselves to moving forward, and we make our choices, and we set our goals. See, 7 of shells, ambitions. What else had ambitions? The devil didn't. That was the self-empowerment one. Okay. At any rate, if we do these things and then we pull gratitude and synergy, we have a strategy for how we're going to go about our day. We have a strategy for how we're going to deal with ourselves if we fall off of our goal and our ambition and we lose responsibility or we lose focus. What are we going to do? When we do these things, then we have joy. Then it becomes a joyous thing rather than just a vaulting ambition that we're driving ourselves to through dissatisfaction with our situation or even dissatisfaction with ourselves. But you have to balance the ambitions and the focus and the, authoritative getting things done with flowing. Synergy is kind of flowing with the diverse energies that come into our life and not, shoving half of it out for just this half. So we blend our energies. We go through the day in conflicting energies and gratitude for all. We rely on our resilience and the strategy that we have to take ourselves through tough times, and the outcome is joy. So that's a gut reading. Now let's go to the book. I'm getting to the point here where I even forget that I need to go and read the meanings in the books because it's just, let's do a straight up read. Let's go to the Emperor first. Focus and stability. The message: Cougar is in control of himself. He is the personification of caring authority and masculine energy. He is well respected and carries his position of power with reverence. Sensitive to his surroundings, he is confident and practical in his course of action. Draw upon the spirit of cougar when you require extra energy and focus to get tasks done. When choices are to be made, it's important to maintain concentration. Trust in your own judgment and make wise changes that support your goals. The keywords are responsibility, protection, stability, strength, order, focus, strategy, confidence, awareness, and discipline. So strategy comes in again here with the 5 of feathers. Strategy is very important, and structure is important. Strategy is structure. Here's how we're going to go about it. Okay. 10 of Acorns. Uh-oh. What's that noise? It's my alarm. All right, 10 of Acorns, donkey. Trustful donkey carries the willingness to take on responsibilities. He personifies determination, bears a deep spiritual dedication to complete tasks. Yet donkey also knows his boundaries. Remember, this is 10 of Wands, which usually talks about, overwhelm and oppression and too much responsibility. He's here to remind you that when obligating yourself to personal endeavors and the demands of others, consider whether you're taking on more than you can handle. Okay, so that it does go back to the traditional. When burdened by too many activities at once, perception and creativity can be blocked. Energies can be weighed down by overcommitment. Dig yourself out of the drudge by setting limitations. Break away from situations that are detrimental to your health and dedicate time for personal restoration. In clearing away the clutter, you're inviting deeper clarity and joy into your life, in turn bringing back your personal power. Keywords are responsibility, overload, dedication, skills, extreme effort, demands, and duty. So, I would have appreciated if maybe we had one of the contradictory, like if it said responsibility and overload, if we had the two sides on the card, because she certainly brings in those classic tarot meanings, but they're not on the card. You have to dig for them. 7 of shells. Let's just go with the keywords for the rest of them here. Choices, decisions, possibility, observation, imagination, searching for purpose, retreat, ambitions. 5 of feathers. Is armadillo, overwhelming challenge. See, this says strategy and resilience, but the first keywords are overcoming challenge. Strategy, integrity, vitality, protection, patience, acceptance. Interesting, just very interesting. 6 of crystals. Let's just go with the keywords for the rest of them here. 6 of crystals says gratitude, generosity, synergy, balance, kindness, abundance, accomplishment. So we do have that generosity thing there. And then 6 of shells. Emotional security, joy, sentimentality, innocence, sanctuary, sharing, and reunion. So the 6 of shells usually talks about memory. Sentimentality, you get that, reunion, but you don't get the... All right, let me read the meaning here, or the message. Otter swims in the simplicity of innocent joy to soothe her soul. Moving with the flow, with childlike energy, she'll show you how to navigate with lightheartedness and happiness. Otter draws upon the beauty of sentimentality to fuel her energy. She knows that fond memories of the past can regenerate the emotional self and will influence insight to enhance the future. Reconnect with your roots, revel in your beloved place of sanctuary and comfort. Past efforts will prove rewarding, and good memories revisited serve to add strength to fresh creative projects. So we've got the memories part there. Allow the emergence of positive new beginnings to permeate your life. So interesting. I mean, I would have to say that I imagine there are many, many people who would absolutely adore this as their tarot deck. You certainly get, if you're going to have this deck, and this is the only one you're going to study, you're going to get those traditional meanings. I want to look up here, went right to it, the shadow, jackal. Self-empowerment and ambition. So, let me find that devil card. And I'm noticing that do you see that there's a whole different color depending on the suit. Okay, there's the shadow. I think I said, what did I say, fox or something? This is jackal. So here's the devil card. Self-empowerment, ambition. Clever jackal also always finds the tools needed to unlock trapped energy. Jackal is the master of the land of shadows that live within the subconscious. By dancing with his shadow self, he is reborn with new insight and spiritual wisdom. Everyone has a shadow self composed of desires, repressed thoughts, and instincts. It represents the unknown and is necessary to embody the whole true self. Without it, we are fragmented. By accepting all sides of yourself, including anger and fear, you can master your shadow self instead of letting it control you. The shadow self is a powerful source for creative energy. If it is repressed, the inner fire is extinguished and blockages occur. As a hunter of opportunity, Jackal will guide you in overcoming the illusion of limitations. That's very good. Self-empowerment is born from action combined with expression, so release yourself from creative restrictions. Imagination is the ultimate power. Keywords: self-empowerment, ambition, potential, determination, desire, temptation, and indulgence. The reversed message is you need not be weighed down by an unhealthy situation. Break free from constrictive energies that hold you back. So that's more the traditional meanings of the devil. Illusion, fear, addiction, anger, obsession, self-destruction. So this would be a deck where I would think it would be a good thing to do reverses. I would recommend you do reverses with this deck. Let's look at like the 10 of Acorns and what the reversed is here. When exhaustion has taken over, let go and release yourself. Motivation will return after a period of rest. Struggles, exhaustion, depression. So yeah, I mean, it certainly is an absolutely gorgeous deck, a little bit big to handle, but you can certainly get around that. If you are a fan of Paulina Cassidy, you have to have this deck. There are no two ways about it. And I will certainly be using it. You know, there are decks, I have certain stacks of decks. Stacks of decks that are, you know, way back in the back, because my shelves I have like 2 deep, and then there are stacks, and the ones at the back in the corner are the ones that I'm never going to reach for doing readings. They just don't work for me. That's not where this deck's going to live. It will definitely be in a place where I can reach for it. And again, next time I do animal decks for Luna's Light, this will be part of it. Let me look at Knight of Acorns, because it flipped out there. As a parting shot to me, what does this deck want to say to me? Boar. It's a boar. Action and drive, Knight of Acorns. Brimming with enthusiasm, fiery boar is the initiator of action. He tears down the road in a fury of passion, chasing after visions of a bright and fabulous future. With a quest for excitement, he's motivated by the belief that he will celebrate his victory. Restless and impatient, Boar refuses to wait for anything. He savors the spotlight, and his innovative ways allow him to bring rewarding concepts to light. Let Boar be your guide in mastering unlimited creative potential. Know that you can tackle the challenge at hand. Focus on manifesting your ideas into reality, as your path ahead will demand diligence. Liberate your inner power, and your energy will flow freely towards success. The keywords are energy, action, passion, boldness, drive, headstrong, wanderlust, impulsive, visionary. Now, we don't have anything about court cards. She doesn't talk at all about, you know, what the court cards stand for, or that they, you know, mean people, or she doesn't differentiate that at all. So they're just like all the other ones, I guess. Reversed messages: if you're frustrated by indecision, take time to consider the path you want to take before jumping in. Frustration, impatience, recklessness. Okay. So we do have the kind of same meanings as we do with standard quartz, but they don't indicate people. I'm glad to see that we're getting away from the classic light hair, light eyes, dark hair, dark eyes kind of meanings of the court cards, because those, I never, ever went with those. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit subscribe if you're not already, and like if you in fact did. Hit the bell notification so you know when I will be putting up new content. And if you would like to buy me a deck, there's a wish list down below. When you buy me a deck, you get a reading from me. This deck was actually a gift from my daughter, so thank you, Morgana. And I don't normally do readings for her because she gives me so many decks and she has her own. So I just do a general reading. At any rate, I'm so grateful for this. And I hope you stick around for more content. Wednesday nights are Luna's Light, doing readings for the signs. And I will see you then. And I will see you on unboxings. And I will see you for spell and prayer circles. And until I do, this is Luna. Blessed be.